arguably one of the most iconic comic book characters battling it out in an all new movie. And it was okay. So let me just start off by saying there's a lot of mixed reviews going on about this movie. I've heard some people who love it, and I've heard some people who utterly hate it. I'm kind of in between, and here's why. There's a lot happening in this movie, okay? And there's a lot of stuff I would love to talk about, which I think I should wait for a spoiler review and discuss that sort of stuff more. There were a lot of little issues I had with the storyline. There were certain things characters were doing and did that just didn't make any sense to me, and I was just like, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. And I just had a problem with the story. I don't know if it was because of how the film was edited, or because of the script, or because of the direction of the film. Kind of felt like there were 4 movies trying to be pushed into one movie, and it just showed so badly. There were so many elements in this movie that really could have been left out, and other stuff could have been added in to convey a better story. I kind of felt like, honestly, all the cool shots were shown in the trailers, and that's not good. Some of the things I did like though, I really, really, really loved Batman. Ben Affleck crushed it as Batman, and I thought what Ben Affleck did really well was he made Bruce Wayne interesting. I don't think any of the other movies so far have made Bruce Wayne such an interesting character. Everyone goes to Batman to see Batman fighting and doing what Batman does, but I thought in this movie Bruce Wayne himself was such an interesting character. And like the whole movie, I was just like, oh, can we get back to Bruce Wayne? I want to see what he's up to, you know? So I really enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he did an amazing job. Henry Cavill, again, I thought did really well as Superman. He's just a very solid Superman, in my opinion. I think he did really well again. Despite what people are saying about Wonder Woman, I thought Gal Gadot did a pretty good job in this film. She was a little bland in some areas, but I was pretty happy with her portrayal of the character. And I'm very excited to see her in a movie next year. Lex Luthor, I'm kind of also on two sides with that character. On one side, I thought he did play a pretty good villain, and to be honest, I don't know a lot about the Lex Luthor lore to determine whether or not he was a good interpretation of the character or not, but he just was a little bit annoying to me. Like, I was honestly, when I was watching him, I was just like, just get away, like, you just annoy me. And maybe that's what Lex Luthor is. The thing is, I don't really know. But overall, I thought he did a pretty good job. I think he made the most of the part he was given, if that makes sense. So whatever script he received, I thought he gave it his all, which I guess is a good thing. Another thing I loved was just the score, again, the soundtrack by Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL. Again, I'm going to buy this one. This was amazing. Had elements of the Man of Steel theme, but also they introduced some of the other themes for the other Justice League characters, like Wonder Woman and Batman, which was very cool. And I just loved hearing that on the big screen. That was amazing. I'm definitely gonna buy that soundtrack. But overall, I think this movie just didn't know what it wanted to be. It was going in so many different directions, which I think hurt the movie as a whole. Zack Snyder, who I think a lot of you all know about, he's done Watchmen and Man of Steel. He's a very good visionary director, so that means he's very good at action sequences, and like he's very good at his cinematography. It feels very comic book like, and that shows. There's a whole lot of sequences right at the beginning. It feels like you are watching a comic book movie, which is a good thing, I think. But despite that, I think sometimes the story lacks because of the visual content that he's trying to convey. I think he's superb at visual direction, but the storytelling element and directing that side of things, I think he can struggle at sometimes, and I think it does show in this film. There's a lot I want to talk about. There's a lot that happened in this film that we need to discuss, and I was very frustrated by and very confused by in some sections. But I can't get to that now. So in my opinion, I'm going to rate this movie 5.5 out of 10. That's it. That's what it's getting, and I didn't want to give it that. I wanted to give it an 8 or a 9. I wanted to love this film, but it just lacked direction. It just didn't know what I wanted to be, in my opinion. There was so many movies that I was trying to make. I felt like I was trying so hard to set up the Justice League movie that didn't focus on Batman v Superman itself, and a lot of the character motivation and the conflict with the characters. I felt a lot of that was kind of rushed in this movie, and that's what I wanted to see, but I didn't see it. I wanted to go see Batman v Superman. I wanted to go see Batman fight Superman, but I just felt like because of the direction this movie was going in, the conflict that I wanted to see, the fighting that I wanted to see, it wasn't all there. It really wasn't. So 5.5 is what this movie's getting. It sucks to rate it that. I did want to love it, and again, it's not terrible. You must definitely go see it in cinema, I think. And again, I didn't hate it, I just didn't love it either, and I wanted to love it. That's why I think it impacted me so much, you know what I mean? So, Batman v Superman, what do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments below, on my Facebook page, on Instagram or Twitter. Thanks so much for watching. Check you next time.